So somebody finally shuts down Lucas, and it's about damn time. That tea's good.
What are you gonna do? I'll talk.
What the fuck are you out for?
It's alright.
What the fuck? What are you doing?
I'm not one of them.
What are you doing?
Not.
And I'm one of them.
Come then.
And I'm one of
Come
them.
then. What? What are you talking?
It's alright. Keep it.
What are you doing?
Lucas.
I was waiting for you.
What are
I
you
was
doing?
waiting for you
Lucas,
to
come
bring
back
that to
here.
me.
What
I
are you
was waiting
doing?
for you, and you
What are
came.
you doing?
Hey guys, it's Morad Morali. Hope you guys are all well today. So we have the brand new episode of Bkchat Ldn, and really and truly, this topic was shit. I feel like we're witnessing the downfall of Bkchat. This season really isn't doing that well, and the question really is, that's probing on my mindset, is did Bkchat New York really damage Bkchat Ldn that much as I predicted earlier on, as I said? Or maybe it was just going to naturally decline as many shows always do. Nevertheless, what I was tuned into was this whole idea of Riva going mad on someone, and it looked like she was going mad on Lucas, but I had no idea until we actually finally saw what was happening. And I do find this, I'm not really surprised, but at the same time I'm very interested in Lucas's character, because after the whole altercation between these two, we have Lucas who's always consistently saying in a little interview, what did I do? What did I do? Why is it always me?
Why is it always me? Why me? Why me? This ain't even a Balotelli. Why always me?
Why is it always me? By implying why is it always me, he clearly is reflecting that he doesn't know what he's done. He has no idea why somebody has reacted in a certain way to what he has said. Therefore, this person is delusional because they have no idea what they're saying. They don't understand that what they are saying can irritate somebody. It does express the inability to self-reflect. If you cannot self-reflect and look at your own actions and see what you're doing to other people, then really and truly you're going to continue going down a path of what did I do? Why is it always me? Constantly, but you're not going to be able to see what you're doing to other people. And it is a trait that a lot of people need to have, otherwise you're not able to grow as a person if you cannot self-reflect, which is a key element. And we have Riva, and I'm telling you, she was probably the only girl who could actually stand up, or only person stand up to Lucas, because everybody tries to try it with him, maybe money, but everybody tries to try it with him, and then really and truly, it does not go well. But we have this particular incident where Riva is literally about to jump off the counter, looking at him dead in the eye. She's not looking away. Her body language is like saying, I'm not afraid of you.
Lucas.
What?
Lucas.
What?
You're jumping off chairs.
What?
What are you doing?
What?
And what? This is what she was saying. Her body language was saying, I'm not afraid of you at all. So, I was like, rah, Mango Riva is about this life. She is about this life.
And then you're being disrespectful. I
How
haven't disrespected you
How?
about telling me shut up and all that. I'm not gonna have that, bro. Don't bring that to me. Do not bring that to me.
Listen, okay, whatever. I can't be
Don't bring that to me. If you're
Listen.
talking, say what you gotta say.
whatever,
Don't incorporate
Riva.
disrespect.
Her tone of voice, her body language, her eye contact, everything was there. And she even said, I was waiting for you to try me, and you did. So she was obviously very vigilant and aware, which we already know of, how Lucas has clashed with many characters now. It's wrong, and she was waiting for that time. And it finally came, and Riva shut him down in seconds like nobody other. She stood up to him, and then he got very upset, because it's true, like, okay, disagree with opinion, that's fine, you're entitled to it, but the moment you disrespect somebody because of their opinion, which is a direct reflection of somebody else, shit can hit the fan.
That's my opinion, and my opinion is a representation of me because it comes from my mind and exits my mouth. Yeah, so it's coming from within. I can totally accept that you don't agree, but when you're disrespecting it in a certain way, it will trigger.
And everybody's looking at it like, rah, Riva's switching, but some of the guys were just chilling. So she was clearly triggered. That is the word that we're going to use today. She was triggered. And I wasn't even checking for the storyline. This was the main tea that I was looking for. When you saw it in the teaser, I was like, listen, this is what I'm looking for. I even skipped some parts because I was thinking, I want to see Riva, going mad. And who is she going mad at? But 100% I agree with Riva. Totally on her side. Everybody knows I'm a big fan of her anyways on the show. But I feel like she was totally right in this platform. You don't disrespect somebody because of their opinion, because that can trigger somebody. And with somebody like Riva, she addresses conversations in such a clear, coherent value in a manner when it comes to throughout these episodes, and she really has dominated the episodes anyways. So it might have come to the point where she was option A, just frustrated with the fact that people are not getting her opinions, even though she's saying it so clearly and it makes so much logical sense. Option B, she was frustrated with things outside because we don't really see Riva reacting like this in a particular way. So maybe something else was like an interjecting variable kind of irritated her and that was probably the reason why she, you know, turned up. Maybe she just had enough of Lucas. Who knows what's going on? But as far as I'm concerned, Riva shut that down. And what again is, I want to say this again, it's pissing me off that this was not put in the initial season 3 teaser. Because if this was put in the initial season 3 teaser, then, you know, we'd all be checking for it, looking for it, and like, you know, it's a bit of a shame really. I'm quite sad that there's the views and everything aren't really clicking for Bkchat anymore. I really do feel like them jumping off to New York was a very bad move. I've said it many times that I don't hate anyone in the New York cast at all. No shade, no tea to anyone on them at all. I just feel like it was just a bad move on their part because everybody was looking for season 3. You should have jumped to it, kept everybody rolling. That's why season 2 banged. Clearly it did, and you know, it is what it is. But when it comes to the basis of this topic, you know, I do feel like Adrian and Nissi were tag teaming and were doing something very well. I like it when people who are logical on the show tag team.
At the end, in the core and the basis, if that person does not open their mouth, they can basically dilute themselves within society. Whereas a black person, they still stand out. You'll be able to tell that maybe 2 generations back, or even maybe 1 generation back, my parents were not here, etc. That is why those stigmas, that's what I'm just saying.
When people say go home, they will say go home to you irrespective. But they're not going to say go home to a white person. And then
I feel like it's very effective and very efficient. And they're both talking about how, you know, whether it's a black person as an immigrant, a white person as an immigrant, the white immigrant will be perceived differently. There won't be a negative stigmatism around this particular white person who's an immigrant as opposed to black people. But then I do understand what Lucas is saying, that, well, you know, you've got Eastern Europeans, Polish people here are really looked down upon, etc, etc, etc. So, you know, it's 50-50, but I do feel like where they're coming from, where it's more likeliness that you will be perceived less negatively if you're white as opposed to when you're black in many circumstances, and immigration is most definitely one of them. So that was a valid point, and the fact that they were shutting down, I'm not even able to understand what Nissi and Adrian was saying, I didn't even know. Now, before we get on to this next person, I need to just drink whatever I'm drinking in my cup. Okay, how do I say this? Why is Omar on the show? Somebody needs to let me know so we can discuss this, because I'm really trying to find out what is Omar doing on this damn show. My guy did not even spit out 2 words. This guy was just breathing oxygen. That's all he was doing. He was consuming oxygen from the air. That's all he was doing. I'm really trying to find out what he is doing on this show. I said it before, I said it again. The whole scandal with him, Adrian and Lucas really has damaged him, because he clocked onto how much hate you got from that. And since then, like, he's changed. His character has changed, depleted, gone down the drain by, like, I'm really trying to find out what he was adding to this particular episode, because you were adding nothing. 0. Like, there was nothing going on. So that in itself kind of irritated me, which was a shame. I really do miss Asbara. I feel like she was a flair to the show that really would have brought it to a stable platform. But unfortunately, she is no longer on the show. Why am I talking about her now, mid-season? I don't know, but I just feel like it would be nice to see her here and there, which I feel like would have been good. And I do feel like Max added a good point in the fact that people bring their own frustration to the show when they get together and then they just go mad. But at the same time, Lucas is an example of that. Maybe, I don't know who does outside Bkchat, but at the end of the day, you don't tell someone's opinion to F off. Now, did he mean that with rude, harsh intentions? Now, did he mean that with rude, harsh intentions? I don't think so. I think that's just how he is as a person, but he needs to understand that you are around people that just will not allow your shit to run. And Riva is a direct example of that. So hats off to her. That was the main topic for me when it comes to this review. Let me know what you guys think about my review, and let me know what you guys think about who stood out for you when it comes to these particular characters. This whole Riva Lucas scandal that took over the episode. I didn't see that coming when she stood her damn ground, and I'm happy she did, and she probably is the first and the only person to actually stand up to Lucas. Then again, Adrian did it as well, so, you know, it's a bit of a... and Big Money I'd imagine too. So it's a bit debatable. But let me know what you guys think. Hit me out on my Instagram, my website, the deals are below. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this background, because this is just new place, new room and everything, a new bed, so I just thought I'd film on my bed. Let me know if this is a suitable background for you guys. If not, I will probably film somewhere else. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll most definitely catch you guys soon.